The greatest entertainer in show business standing by on the phone. Oh, sorry, we couldn't get him. We got Mark DeCarlo instead.
Speaking of Dick Cavett, I just saw on Turner Classic Movies last night his 1-hour interview with Groucho Marx. Brilliant.
Oh, it is brilliant.
Hilarious.
It's absolutely brilliant. You got to get these DVDs. Do we have a set we can send to Mark in a big show business way? Yeah, we're going to get you a set of these DVDs.
Wow, look at you. Driving the Corvette makes you the big man on Michigan Avenue, doesn't it, Steve?
Well, I was just giving you Dick Cavett DVDs, I should say, and you want to give me a hard time now?
No, I would love it. What did I just say? I love Dick Cavett, and of course, I named my dog Groucho, so you know I love Groucho Marx.
Well, how can you not love Groucho?
No, you can't.
Come on, stop yourself.
You can't.
Can you name all the Marx Brothers?
Of course I can.
Go ahead.
There was Shemp, Curly, Larry. No, you want them in birth order?
Yeah.
Or you want them regular?
Yeah.
All right.
Both.
Julius, which was Groucho, Gummo, who was Milton, Adolf, who was Harpo, Leonard, who was Chico, Zeppo, who I think was Zeppo. I think he was Zeppo. No, Adolf. He was Adolf.
Did you get Gummo in there?
Yeah, Milton.
Oh, Milton, okay. Listen to you. Suddenly you go Oprah
Can you name the Hills Brothers?
No, but I appreciate you asking.
Right.
I can't name all the characters from Petticoat Junction. Does that matter to you at all?
The three girls? Can you really?
Yeah, Billy Joe, Bobby Joe, and Betty Joe.
Wow, I bet there's a sweat sock somewhere with your name on it, Steve.
Do you remember the name of the crop duster?
No.
Steve Elliott.
He was handsome, wasn't he?
Oh, he was a fine, handsome man.
He was like the handsome love interest of one of the girls.
Do you remember the name of the guy that sat out on the porch?
Uncle Joe.
There's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow.
At the junction.
Yeah. And let's see, did I miss anybody? Well, you had Sam Drucker down at the general store.
He was doing double duty on
Green Acres
and Petticoat Junction.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think he appeared as the one-armed man on The Fugitive.
All right, who owned Arnold?
Mr. Ziffel.
Mr. Ziffel.
Yeah.
You guys are sick.
Actually, Mrs. Ziffel owned him, and Mr. Ziffel was a cuckolded farmer.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing. I believe that Mrs. Ziffel only appeared in maybe 1 or 2 episodes of Green Acres because I believe Mr. Ziffel, by the way, Fred Ziffel, I believe he offed her. I believe Mr. Ziffel had Mrs. Ziffel whacked for the insurance money.
Yes, and then he buried her in the courtyard of the big apartment building, and Jimmy Stewart thinks he saw him do it.
Who were the paintings?
Well, now that's just silly.
Who were the painters?
The painters were the Monroe brothers.
But there was a boy and a girl, but yet they were brothers.
Yeah, the Monroe brothers. Ralph and, was it Alf?
Ralph and Alf.
Yeah, Ralph and Alf Monroe. Yeah.
All right, well, Steve, it was great talking to you. And God love the show.
What was the name of the handyman on Green Acres?
Ooh, Zeb.
No, Ebb.
Ebb.
Zeb.
Zeb he was in the Bible. He was the guy that, when Jesus did the wine, Zeb was like, wow, that is cool.
I don't think there's a passage in the Bible that says, wow, that was cool.
Yes.
I don't think so.
It's the King, not the King James version.
Yeah.
It's the Duke Ellington version.
It's the King Biscuit Flour Hour version.
Wow, that's good wine. Except it was white wine, so no one was really that impressed at the time. But if Jesus had made a nice, chewy cab, he'd be famous today. People would still be talking about it.
This conversation is ridiculous, and I blame you.
Wow.
Oh, boy. Hey, listen, here's what I want to do.
Sure.
Mark DeCarlo.
Blaspheme on a 50,000-watt radio station?
By the way, that was you, not me.
Right.
Mark DeCarlo, host of a huge hit on the Travel Channel called Taste of America, and you should watch it. But because of that, he has traveled far and wide, near and far, over there and over here.
I've been to all 50 states, plus Puerto Rico.
Right.
When they said, Mark, do you want to go to Guam? I said, not so much. No, not really, I don't.
But because of that, you have become an expert on all things fun.
All things fun, all things travel. You name me a place or a location, I can tell you what to do and where to go and how to have the most. Think of me as the guy that squeezes the fun out of your travel sponge, Steve.
Which is why earlier in the show today, when I promoted the fact you were going to be on today, I referred to you by your new nickname.
Which is?
Captain Fun.
I love it.
You are Captain Fun.
I'm Uncle Fun to my nieces and nephews, so I'll be Captain Fun.
You are Captain Fun.
You know what? I could be Captain Fun, and you could be the Dirt Cowboy. How about that?
How about I put you on hold and smack you from here?
Wow. As Zeb said.
Mark DeCarlo, host of Taste of America on the Travel Channel. All right, so we'll take some phone calls now. Any state in the union, and when I say the union, I think you know what I'm talking about. All right, we're going to run through these calls as quickly as possible.
Do what, Diddy?
We start with Chris in Sullivan. Chris, what city do you want to ask Mark about?
Oakland, California.
Captain Fun, what is fun to do in Oakland, California?
Absolutely nothing. Don't go. Next. Well, actually, if you go right now, you want to go and see the... I didn't say every place is worth going, Steve. I did not say that.
An email. Amy in Aurora, we're considering moving to Missoula within the next year or two. What are the main differences between Missoula and Bozeman? I would say the spelling.
That's the major difference.
Right.
The other difference is there's radio in Bozeman.
I don't think Captain Fun is supplying that much valuable information.
Actually, you know what? If you love huckleberries, not the cartoon, the actual berry, the best and most delicious huckleberries in the world are grown just outside of Bozeman, actually between Bozeman and Missoula. And you know what? If you're into kayaking and hunting and, writing letters to threaten the overthrow of the government, you want to go to Montana.
What if you were hunting people in kayaks?
Oh, I think you'd want a helicopter for that.
I suppose so. Between Missoula and Bozeman, any thoughts?
Yeah, I think Missoula is a little more, if you can believe it, more out of the way and nature oriented. You know, there's the people that like to kayak and hunt and camp and all that crap. Forget it. Give me a suite at the Palmer House and 24-hour room service. Yeah, you know what? Animals sleep outside.
You know what's funny? I know the person in charge of tourism at the government, the state government in Montana, and the brochure they send out, and you can order it online. The brochure says hunting, fishing, and all that crap. Come to Montana.
I told you.
April's in Glenview. Where do you want to go?
Bar Harbor, Maine.
Bar Harbor, Maine, Captain Fun. What's fun to do in Bar Harbor, Maine?
Drink. It's the highest concentration of bars in any per capita in any city in the United States. Now, if you've ever been to Maine, you know it's freezing cold.
Yeah.
It's way, way, way up at the tippy top of America where most school kids never get around to learning. Now, if you're into fishing or shipping or crabbing, not the kind that you get, Steve, this is an excellent place to go, but I'd go during the summer or during the Lobster Festival in September.
Wow.
Boom! Next!
Wow.
Yeah. You thought I was just screwing around, didn't you,
I
Cochran?
thought you were phoning it in, and look at you. Patty in Springfield. Give me the city.
Atlanta, Georgia, not Illinois.
All right, Captain Fun. Hot Atlanta, baby.
There's an Atlanta, Georgia?
Yes, there is.
Oh, well, you know what? If it's the 7th game of the World Series, you can walk up to Turner Stadium and buy yourself a box seat because those loser baseball fans never sell out that place. If you enjoy, you get yourself some boiled peanuts and some peaches on the side of the road, and you can go. You know what? Great music scene. If you like Allman Brothers-y kind of thing, they're from Macon.
Buckhead. Go to Buckhead. Go to the Buckhead Diner. Next.
That's good. All right, go ahead.
Sharon in Crown Point.
Hilton Head Island, South Carolina.
You a golfer?
No.
Then don't go.
You got nothing in Hilton Head?
Do you like caddies?
What about beautiful?
Oh, come on, let that one play out, Steve. Ma'am, what is your name?
Her name is Sharon.
Sharon, do you like caddies?
Caddies as in golfing?
I don't know. You tell me.
No golfing at all.
Okay.
There's beautiful hotels there. Do you like a
Are you
hotel?
married, Sharon?
Drink?
No, what?
What?
Are you married? Drink.
Go to Bar Harbor. Are you married?
Yes.
Does your husband golf?
Occasionally.
All right, so send your husband golfing and have the pool boy up to the room.
That's what I was going for that. Actually, the pools are closed now. You'd want the caddy trainer. You want Burgess Meredith to come up to your room and teach you.
Sharon, do you like spas, Sharon? Do you like being treated?
Definitely.
All right, go to almost any hotel at Hilton Head that doesn't leave the light on for you is going to be 5-star and going to be beautiful, and you can get great spa treatment and beautiful amenities at a fancy schmancy hotel in better weather than here.
Sharon, you could learn a lot from a caddy. Now, Steve, besides finding your ball in the rough, what are some other duties that a caddy would perform for you?
Well, and I believe you know where I'm going with this. Caddies are very good at polishing your clubs. All right,
if it's a rainy day and perhaps your ball landed in the mud.
All right, stop it.
All right.
Camille's in Glenview. Where do you want to go?
the Grand Canyon, but I need it for two teenagers, 16, 17, and an 8-year-old.
I'm not going to book the trip for you, Camille. I don't know who you think you're calling here. You want smoking or non-smoking canyon view? And I need a vegetarian meal, Mark. My husband's got glaucoma. My one little kid gets gassy if he has too much cheese. How can you help me?
Camille, if you want to go to the Grand Canyon with the kids, the younger kids will love it. The older kids will whine about wanting to go to Phoenix and look at chicks.
Right. Here's what you want to do, though. You want to get you and all your kids to go down on the little donkey ride or take an airplane ride where you can go. They'll take you down into the canyon.
Yes.
If you really want to go crazy, do the whitewater rafting through the Grand Canyon. It's incredible.
And the huckleberries are fantastic.
Huckleberries are in bloom.
You've been listening to Captain Fun, a semi-regular feature of the Steve Cochran Show. Oh, I think I hurt myself.